Well, I'm a little late. I apologize. So I hope you can hear me. I got one person here. It might be me. I'm late. So, usually I get ready about 15 minutes before hand and having some technical difficulties today. Good evening, Jared. Good evening, Oscar. I'm trying to get to my location here. I wanted to sit over here on a rock, but I'm running late. Hello, Christina. So, but if I get on here too early, obviously I'm competing with other YouTubers, so it's almost pointless. So let's see. Hello, Ty Coy. Where's your popcorn? Well, what are you, 2,000 miles away from me? It's a long delivery. Briar Rose, good to see you. And Roscoe. And Mira from Japan. Sorry. Woo, the sun. I'm not sure what's going on here. Okay, who's Sybil Gooley? I don't remember giving Sybil Gooley a wrench. So we're going to see if we can stay on now. Uh-oh, stalling on my end. Yeah, try to hit your browser. I'm having some issues. Technical difficulties, it happens. Hey, Kathleen, good to see you. Mark Taylor. So, anyway, let's hope this gets better. There we are. I knew it. Everybody get back on. Oh, it's Lisa. Lisa, you changed your name. Well, hello, Lisa. Why'd you change your name? And yeah, what happened was I walked away from my jetpack, and so I was trying to switch over to the phone. So I think that was my fault. I'm running late today, so I'm kind of discombobulated, or whatever the word is. So I had hoped to be, not sure what that symbol is. Nice scenery. Yeah, this is a nice forest. I'm kind of enjoying it here. It's getting cold at night. It's getting down into the 40s. Yesterday the high was 65. I'm not sure what it was today. Probably about the same. And so next week we'll go back to North Arizona. Stay there for a week. And then the week after that, we'll be back in New Mexico. And the week after that, we'll be back in Texas. So in October, we'll be in Texas. Barry. Well, you're more welcome, Barry. Only +8 here today. Hello, Paul. Wow, good to see you, Paul. Finally made it. Yeah, Paul's from Australia. So what time is it in Australia? It's probably about the same time as Japan. Japan mirrors like 8 in the morning. And set my alarm. Well, it's good to see you, Kathleen. It is. JK, how do you dispose of your oil from your generator when performing maintenance? Well, you can take it. We just collect a gallon of it. I just, I have a gallon jug of it. And then when I take the truck in to get it maintenance at the Jiffy Lube, I just ask them if I can dump it. They always let me. But I mean, it takes almost a year to get that gallon jug filled up. Are you coming to Missouri? Probably in the spring. Not before summer, not before winter. With some beautiful video in today's video. With some beautiful. Oh yeah, that was where was that? Oh yeah, that was Utah. National Forest in Utah, just north of Hurricane, Utah. What is it called? Leeds, 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 Utah. It's a little national forest there. I'm confused on what it says. When you enter it, it says National Forest. The map, Google Maps says it's a National Conservation Area. And then when you actually look it up on the internet, it's a BLM. So I don't know who owns it. It's very confusing what that is. 7:38. See, right there. 7:30 a.m. for Paul and 8:30 for Mira. That's too funny. Hello from Texas. I live in the future. Hello, gang. A little late. Well, wow, John, look at you. What'd you do? Take a summer break from me? I guess everybody needs a summer break from me. It's good to see you. I'm almost to my destination, so we won't be bouncing around so much. Hello, Doug. Anyway, I hope that answered the question about the oil. But yeah, it takes me forever to fill up that gallon jug. Traveling with JRP. Hello, JRP. But there's nothing going on. This has been real relaxing. We're real close to Flagstaff. We're right next to the highway. The highway's right there. I can see it. So this is the second forest I've been to that runs right through a highway. So it's really kind of interesting. Internet's pretty good. Yeah. Backwoods Rambler. Did I say hello to Doug? Good to see you, Doug. I don't remember seeing you. Hi from, let's see, the forest looks beautiful. It's a beautiful day here, morning fog, temp 24 Celsius. It's pronounced Herkin. I don't know what Herkin is. Pretty area. Steve, I don't know what that's referencing. I don't. Lisa says, so am I calling you Sybil or Lisa? I know you by Lisa. I took a lot of heat for that when I was first moved down here. Hurricane. Oh, hurricane's called Herka? Or Herkin, or what did you said? Herkin. So they've converted the word hurricane into Herkin? Well, I would have never guessed that. We just got back from Captain, New Mexico. Hit the White Mountains up Big Lake. Yeah, Steve, that's nuts because, I mean, it's clearly spelled hurricane. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you what. I went to Walmart and I asked the cashier, who was a native, so she's from this area, and I asked her if there was a Dollar General near here, and she said, yeah, in Hurricane. So I that's just really interesting. Backwoods Rambler, you're in Little Rock. Hello, Michelle. Lisa, yeah, good, because I like Lisa. Lisa's a good name. My wife is from here. Oh, I'm not arguing with you, Steve. I was just telling you the story. I mean, she looked native. She may not have been. I just assumed she was native. And I asked her where Walmart was, or where Dollar General is. The thing is, I guess I should have questioned it a little bit because she didn't really know where the Dollar General was. So who knows? So maybe she wasn't from here at all. JK says, yes, it did. Thanks, Rob. Really inspired by your channel. I've been telling other nomads about it. And then embed a public announcement reference taking care of public lands. Yeah, I'm taking you up here. I was going to show you that video I made. I still say hurricane. Well, I probably will too. I won't change my mind. I won't remember hurricane. One simple rule. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, be sure to subscribe. Yeah, I'm going to take you up here where this stick shelter is. That's where I'm trying to head. But I may never get there before the end of the live feed. So, okay, we have a motorcycle club here named Road Ramblers. We call them Cyclones down under. Yeah, Cyclones, yeah. I had to do one of those trivias. You draw it out. It was in the Navy. I was in the Navy and was drawing out these, I don't know what you call the game. I can't remember, but you draw out the thing, and then your partner has to guess what you're trying to say. And I kept drawing it out, and they kept saying hurricane, and I said, no, down under. And they didn't know what the word was for the hurricane down under. outside Yucca Valley, California. I'm not sure what that references. Try Lee Lake White Mountains. I don't know what that is either. So, man, I got a long walk up this hill. I'm dang near out of breath. I think we're at 75 or 7,800 feet, so we're back to struggling breathing. We're still 1,000 feet underneath where we were at the Grand Canyon, but man, these altitudes really take the wind out of you. It doesn't take much. Anybody's been in the mountains, I would know this. Whew, just a little bit of an incline. All right, who's left? Everybody stop talking. Let's get back to talking. Let's see, the Big Easy. Oh, Big Easy. Yeah, I don't remember the last time you've been here. Quebec, Canada. Come by my place. Have you seen a lot of wildlife there? No. No, you know, that's the thing about this lifestyle that I've noticed is I haven't seen anything. When we were in South Dakota last year, at dusk, deer would come up and eat the grass, but you could hardly see them because it was dusk. But I haven't seen anything. There's a squirrel that travels by each day, but I've never seen anything. Nothing. We saw a buffalo, but they weren't really wild. They were in the national park, so they were kind of tame. But no, there's no wildlife out here. It's a myth. I determined that alligators are a myth. I've spent 2 springs and I've only seen one little baby alligator. So these big things you guys talk about, it's a myth and they make them up. Yeah, we did consider Colorado, Martin. We had almost considered going there this year, circling back down into Texas. Just didn't. I'm not sure why. Well, it's really about gas money is what it is. I mean, we try to hit our budget, and I guess it's just about gas. We had a lot of plans traveling this year, and it's just everything's so expensive over here. So here's this little shelter someone built. I showed you in the video the other day. I don't think a lot of people watched the end of the video. It was about the video about the school bus that was abandoned. That's down on the other side. But I showed this right after the school bus, and most everybody cut out of the video before they watched this. So, but somebody built a little shelter here, and they've used a lot of materials. Oh wow, somebody's been here. They took the screw out. That screw was screwed in a couple of days ago. So somebody's been here. Yeah, they knocked some boards down, and they got their rake and shingles. There's shingles all over the place around here. See, I don't know, shingles and their mat. I thought this was abandoned, but it looks like somebody came back. That's interesting. It's kind of spooky because you think, you know, you walk up on these things and there might be somebody in it. It's, you know, it is their campsite, I guess, but just the other day, I really thought that had been abandoned, but I guess not. Now I feel bad that I've been nosy. Okay, what did I miss? Did you come across a nasty snake a while back? Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, in Florida, there was a water moccasin, a coppermouth, a cottonmouth, coppermouth. But again, you know, I'm used to seeing snakes. Snakes and I go way back to frightening me as a child, almost on a summer basis. I was just talking to Mom a while back about the snake I ran over with my bicycle. I bet I was, what, 4 or 5 years old. Kindergarten, it was either kindergarten or right after kindergarten, before kindergarten. And I was riding my bike and I ran over the snake. And I kept screaming, "My wheels are poisoned!" Because I didn't know if snakes had to bite you in order to poison you. Gosh, yeah. So snakes I don't consider wildlife. I just consider them creepy. Hello, Beverly and crane operator eyesore. Yeah, it is. They watch your video and realize they forgot the rake. Yeah, they live in a stick house and have a cell phone to watch videos with. I'm gonna sit on this rock because I'm way out of breath. Well, anyway, that was our little walkthrough. I hope you enjoyed it. My tardiness made me walk through Nebraska here. Hello, Nebraska. Larry. Nebraska is a nice place to camp. They got a lot of free campsites with free electric, just like Texas does. Is the bus still there? Yeah, I just walked down there today. We called a ranger. It's interesting. I was mistaken. The bus is right across the line between the National Forest and the State Forest. So it's actually Arizona Forest that owns that bus right now. So we called the National Forest. They came out and they said, oh, here's the line. And I mean, it was like 100 feet away from the line, the National Forest line. So they contact the Arizona Forest people, whoever that is. And they said that, you know, they'd let them know. How's the camper holding up? I've seen some of the videos cover that it looks like it's bubbling a little. Well, the bubbling is only because of the heat. I mean, we were in 110 degree heat. As soon as it cooled off, I mean, it's right back to being flattened down. It just expanded. There's nothing wrong with that expansion. It just expanded. There's no problem with it. But the heat made it bubble up, and then when it got down to about 80 degrees, it went right back flat to the camper. So I'm kind of thinking, if I ever do this again, I'm gonna have to go to real hot climates and put it on. You know, I put it on in the fall, and it was in Florida, it was probably in the 60s when I put it on. I bet if I put it on when it was real hot, I wouldn't have this problem. It's not a problem. I shouldn't say it's a problem. It's not a problem. There's nothing wrong with it. As soon as we got out of the heat, it's fine. Hello, hot mess. Wait, is that a mountain lion behind you? Yeah, right. Looks like firewood. Follow the yellow brick road. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. Roy, I've been wondering about the bubbling too. Well, I made a video about that. I mean, just a few days ago. It's surprising that so many people's asking me about that because I made a video and it was a very popular video. I mean, right now it is the #1 out of the last 10 videos I made. It's the #1 viewed video. So I'm surprised so many people didn't see it. I mean, I talked in depth about it. How those nails, you know, the nails with the washers on them, it was really good that I used those. I put silicone around them, of course. And so that expansion, the nail is kind of sliding around, or it's sliding around on that nail perfectly. I mean, I couldn't have planned that out any better. I mean, it just worked perfect. I'm really happy with it. Really happy with it. You know, everybody says, well, you need to use aluminum, but I don't know why aluminum would be hard to cut. You know, if I had to replace a piece out here, I can just buy one of these pieces for 20 bucks, cut it with a knife, put it up. It's just, everything's perfect about it. I know a lot of people would like to see it not work, but it works great. I really like it. And if I ever build anything else, I'm going to use that. I mean, it's just great. The expansion, it's not an issue. Hi, Rob. Have a sit down and talk a spell. Yeah. Wonderful walk around. Thank you. If you come to North Carolina foothills and need a place to park, well, thank you very much, Beverly. I really do appreciate that. JB says, it looks like there's a fire. There was a fire behind you. No, I don't believe there was a fire. If there was a fire here, that would have been pretty serious because the highway's right there. I can see the highway sign right there. I don't know of any fires that have happened here recently, but I haven't seen any evidence of a fire. Harvey, hello, Harvey, good to see you. Everyone, don't forget to hit the like button. Really can't believe I missed the video. We'll fix that. Yeah, I mean, I talked about filtering water. I talked about why Carolyn doesn't like getting on videos. I talked about the camper. I mean, I talked about filtering water. I mean, it was a question and answer. It was a 10-minute video. I was really happy with that video. I liked watching. I watched it several times. I know that's silly. Hello, Brian. Good to see you. did you need to do more of these walk live videos so we can catch Bigfoot in the background? Still behind on the videos. I'm trying to catch up. I was just wondering about it. We're trying to build some boxes out of that material. Well, I mean, I've used it for everything. As a matter of fact, our bed, you know, the Luan on our bed, we put Luan down. We made our bed out 2x2s and then put the Luan down. And I put my knee through it. I was crawling around on my knee and my knee went through the Luan. I just took a piece of that coroplast and I put it right over that hole where my knee went through. And I mean, it worked great. What else have I used it for? Used it for several things. Oh, I used it to cover up the face of my generator. So, you know, if it rains, water won't get on the plugs and all the components. That fire is probably sunlight. Yeah, oh, that might be sunlight, yeah. Hello, Sherry. Hi, it's good to see you. Well, let's see. But this has been real pleasant. I know we're by the highway, but sometimes, you know, they're just being around civilization is kind of nice. Real pleasure. You know, having good internet strength, not having to worry about anything. Water's close by. You know, town is like 4 miles away. So I've enjoyed ourselves at this spot. I'm glad we get to come. I had a viewer tell me that they're probably going to close down this area and one other area just north of here to camping because of the homeless situation. So it's disappointing. I'm glad we got to come before they close it. I would suspect they would have to close it. It's pretty bad here. Lots of abandoned tents and vehicles. You know, we saw the bus, we saw the stick shelter. Apparently the National Forest has to come out here quite a bit and clean up a lot of illegal substances, paraphernalia, and lab equipment, you know, illegal labs. So I would suspect they'll have to close it down. You know, I just made a video today, I recorded a video, I should say, talking about, you know, what our future is going to be like, what we expect. I don't expect the nomadic lifestyle to last much longer. I really think that they're going to have to shut it down. It's just inevitable. There's just too much wrongdoing going on out here. You know, the National Forest's primary mission is to preserve wildlife and preserve the natural settings of things. That's their primary mission. Secondary is we get to come out and enjoy it. That's not what their mission is. So if they're spending all their time trying to protect the wildlife from the people who are coming out for the secondary purpose of the National Forest, they'll just shut it down. And I see it everywhere. We've seen it in Florida, Mississippi. We've seen it here. You know, everybody said, come to this forest, come to this forest, come to this forest. And we come to this forest, and this is absolutely, well, no, that's not true. The National Forest in Utah and here is absolutely the worst I've ever seen as far as it being destroyed. It's just terrible. You know, I was told for 2 years straight by all the commenters that you're not going to see this problem out here. Just last night, Carolyn kind of got in not an argument, but a discussion with somebody on Facebook. She says, we've been at that forest. We didn't see any trash out there. They do a really good job cleaning it up. And Carolyn just started posting picture after picture after picture. And the woman said, well, maybe I wasn't looking that hard. And I think that's what it is. I think people turn a blind eye to it instead of looking at it head on and saying, okay, this is the problem. How do we fix it? They're ignoring it. And so the more we ignore it, the more, and that's why I said in that last video, I really hope, which nobody watched to the end, I really hope that you guys will go out to the other YouTube channels and say, look, you guys, I know you're all promoting this lifestyle, but we need to promote a lifestyle where we keep it clean and make it, you know, the last 3 weeks, I've made a video completely focused on trash. You know, one video every week. And you don't see that from other YouTubers. You don't see this promotion of cleanliness. No, I never want to go back to the stick and brick life. Well, I mean, I'm telling you, there's just no way that can sustain this. I mean, the National Forest is losing money hand over fist every year. You can look it up online. They lose money. And now with it being so dry out here, you know, they're spending most of their money just fighting forest fires. So, you you know, one forest fire that I just looked up, last year in Colorado, took 2 months to put out and cost $19 million. So, I mean, it costs a lot of money, and there's a forest fire all the time. Right now, there's a forest fire at the Grand Canyon, and when we left, there was a forest fire in the Grand Canyon. So they just got one out, and they're putting out another one. It's just constant cost. I've talked about, I read an article that the national parks are actually going to start figuring out which ones they can close down and which ones they're going to put all their attentions into. So they'll probably keep ones like the Grand Canyon open, but then the one over here in Shanto, Arizona, it's just a little, it's called Navajo National Park. It's just a small little tourist attraction, very small. I bet they shut that one down, which would be a real shame. Hello, VMAC. People only see what they want to see, Rob. Yeah. Some people consider trash to be normal. They don't notice it because they've always been around. You're absolutely right. Yep. I mean, it just sticks out like a sore thumb. I walk around and I'll pick up 20 beer cans. It's just it's everywhere. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to let you go for tonight, and I'll talk to you next week. So it was been a pleasure talking to you. So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Click like if you like video, and happy travels. No, you don't see the bad on the other channels. All you hear about is great it is, and yeah, that's mostly all I ever hear. Rob, you have TC all. Good night, Harry. Good night, VMAC. Good night, Mom. Good night, Taikoi. Good night, Jerry. All right, see you next week.